amazing spiritual awakening tribe. Today we have some wonderful souls here, and we want to share nice energy vibes with you and some spiritual content and interesting questions about life and what is your purpose in life, and how you can combine the spiritual world with the maybe more physical world. And we met Bruna and Mose the first time in Guatemala at Lake Atitlan in a very beautiful setting in the retreat of them both, and organized with some other very beautiful souls. And maybe you know, in this summer, July, we have the Spiritual Awakening Retreat on Ibiza, and Bruna and Mose, they are a part of this beautiful retreat and want to share a beautiful cacao ceremony, and of course the beautiful music I love so much from Mose. And that was the first connection. We met the first time at Papaya Playa project here in Tulum, and so beautiful to talk with these beautiful beings and souls. So have a very beautiful conversation. Thank you so much for your time, that you are here, and to be a part of this beautiful retreat. So we have some small but interesting questions for you. Maybe you want to start. It's ladies first, please.
I want to say hello to you, and it's nice to see you again. And we had the joy to enjoy the cacao ceremony. So maybe you can tell a little bit, Bruna, about the cacao ceremony and maybe which experience the people had during the cacao ceremony.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So sweet of you both. I'm really, really happy to bring cacao to the retreat. Again, sometimes I can't believe how many places cacao has taken me, and so it feels really special, and I'm super grateful to be sharing this medicine in Ibiza with you all and with all the participants. And I think the medicine in the cacao, it couldn't be better for this retreat. It's such a medicine of the heart, and can really connect us with one another, can really open up. And I feel like just hearing from you guys, what you guys are bringing to this experience, cacao is just going to give even more, how can I say, like light and love to this experience. Really, I think she will support everyone into this beautiful journey that everyone will be going with you guys during these days. So I can't say what you all gonna experience with Mother Cacao, but I can assure that, she's a sweet mother. She's caring, she's compassionate. She's really helping us also, I think, to find this purpose, open up us inside of us to find who we really are, our focus here, our Dharma. And maybe for a lot of people, not going to be like that, and she's going to touch somewhere else inside of their heart. But I feel like I can see and I can feel, and through the experience, how much she has helped in this way, purposefully, and heart opening and connections. So would you like to know more about how the cacao would be, or this is good?
So I discovered Mother Cacao as a very soft and gentle energy, and I think this is exactly what the world needs. So not just pushing and everything so hard and rush and I don't know. So this is very relaxed and a very soft meditative state. And yeah, this is, I think, what more people are looking for. And I think not so many people had this experience. So yeah, it's a beautiful combination, of course, with the whole program we created. Okay, cool.
Yes, I fell in love with cacao. I never thought that it's possible because, okay, we know cacao and you drink it at home, but this is completely different. And it's so a nice connection to, yeah, you fall in love with yourself. It's possible.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to feel it. And it's so easy, but sometimes we don't have this possibilities in the normal life. So sometimes we need a ceremony or the right people around us. And so I'm looking forward to this ceremony so much. Thank you, Bruna.
Okay,
Thank you, guys.
let's go to the next question. Mose, you are creating beautiful music, which helps me a lot grounding myself. And what is your intention when you're creating music, and yeah, what kind of feedback you have already received about what yeah, your music does to people? So I think it's not just music for letting go everything. It's, I think, exactly the opposite, that you can connect with something. But yeah, it's up to you now. Please explain a little bit what's your purpose and intention, etc.
Cool. Yeah, happy to share, and also just want to voice my gratitude for bringing us into this experience. You know, we've both spent a little bit of time in Ibiza last summer, and this island is so incredibly beautiful, and the energy there is really potent, and so I think this is going to be a really powerful combination of energies, and yeah, we're really excited to be a part of it and bring our offerings. So yeah, with music, for me, it is a very sacred thing, and there's such an incredible potential that lies with this sound vibration and how we can play with it and shape it over time. And so when I go into a session, you know, because I'm DJing, but I'm also producing, so I'm creating these tracks and sounds that I'm bringing into these sets. And so when I go into a production session, when I sit down in my studio and I start to create, really it's simple for me. The intention is to just go deep, connect, and get high, really like elevate my consciousness. And my understanding of how this is all sort of functioning is that if, while I'm creating music, if that makes me feel connected, if it opens my heart, if I'm, you know, if I sort of lose myself in the music and there is no or less individuality present, then whatever I'm experiencing, whatever I'm feeling, that is being imprinted into the music. And then when I share that music with other people, if these people are present with that vibration and the space and what's happening, then there is this possibility, this potential to have an experience sort of in the same vibration that I was having while in that creative process. So yeah, I do take this very seriously. You know, it is play. So there's like this balance, you know, of like, yes, it's serious, it's sacred, it's ceremonial, and like this is for joy and to really have these beautiful positive experiences. And so yeah, you know, every session that I have is different, every track that I work on is different, but it all sort of comes back to this intention to create a connective profound experience for myself, in recognition that if I do that for myself, then I'll be able to transmit that to other people.
Wow, amazing. So yeah, it's a deep state where you create music and yeah, like holiness or yeah, very sacred journey. And I think this is so powerful and at the end makes a big difference.
And you feel it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. You feel your music. It's a feeling, and wow, I don't know any music like yours, so it's amazing to connect it with the ecstatic dance. And it's also a nice question, because I know some people, they are feeling uncomfortable when they have to dance. So, but it's not the dance you do it for somebody else, or like in a club or something like that. So maybe Bruna, you could tell a little bit more about the ecstatic dance, because maybe the people who knows aesthetic dance, they know the feeling, they know a little bit about it, but for some people it's completely new, and they hear dance, oh my God, what can I do? I can dance, it's not possible. So which advice or which experience can you share with us?
Wow. Yeah, it's interesting because I was very afraid a few years ago, not that long ago, maybe 3 years ago, to go to ecstatic dances and have to connect with other people and people touching me. And I'm like, I don't know how to contact dance. This is weird. So in my mind, I was always like, okay, I just need to close my eyes and not really connect, because I was afraid that I had to dance, or that I had to like move certain way. And in my mind, I didn't have the skills. But things really shift, I think, the last 3 years, where for me, there's ecstatic dances that I really don't dance, that I sit down and I'm like really deep into like meditating and really having deep experiences. And some other ecstatic dance, yes, I am dancing by myself or connecting with others. So I don't feel like ecstatic dances, you have to dance, you have to contact dance. I feel like you have to really do what your body, really listen to your body, what really your body and heart is asking, or is telling you in that moment. So it's really connecting with your heart and body in that moment. It's like, do I really want to dance? How do I want to move? And really let go of this idea that I have to move this way, that I have to contact dance, that I'm not as perfect as all these people who has done so many, courses, or I don't know, all this, how do we call contact improv, right? So just really letting go. And I think this is the first thing, so like really surrendering and letting go of this idea that we have to be doing this or that, or this or that, really. It's like a space to really find freedom, right? And that's where I think I find the freedom the most. It's I found it was in ecstatic dance floors, where I can just free flow, move my body in a way that I just feel it, and just totally surrendering. So yeah, I think that's my main message. Yeah.
Wonderful words. Yes. And I also had the experience at the beginning, I don't want to move, I want to stay to be in a meditation like that. But then it's important to trust yourself, and that you go into the flow and you move like you want. And then you have a nice connection with yourself. You dance with the energy, with your energy. And this is something completely different of the dance we know in the club or somewhere else. And that's, a beautiful experience. I'm counting the days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is very powerful and interesting. I had the same experience. So normally in the club, the people are drinking or taking drugs, especially Ibiza and Tulum. Those places are very known for, yeah, here party scene and harder, longer, and whatever. But it's so beautiful to see. There's no ego. There's no, I just stay here. Better, I'm cool now. I don't make any move because I cannot dance, but this is good now. I stay very, and the other, like, yeah, completely crazy. Yeah, I'm Mr. Cool. Yo, what's up? And to see, well, this connection, especially the combination with the cacao, and this was so beautiful. And the people give a shit and just do very beautiful movements and very happy and so much love. And this is, I think, a complete new experience. Yeah, everyone should have. So yeah, thank you very much for this possibility again.
Yeah.
And Bruna, please.
I said I feel like they really complement one another, cacao and the ecstatic dance, I think she just really opens us up so much that when I think the music and that vibration starts, you feel so much in love with yourself. And I don't know, I feel like it's just this perfect fusion. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Mose, yeah, we talked about it at the beginning. So we love to combine the spiritual and the physical world and bring it together because, yeah, many people, it's very hard for them to say, okay, when I go the spiritual path, I don't know how to make money or to combine this with business and financial things. And yeah, I know you are invested in cryptos too. You are open for new technologies and created very not very long time ago. So it's, I think, right now possible for the people to collect some NFTs created by Mose so that you can own your own Mose set directly as an NFT. What the fuck? How crazy, how nice is this? And yeah, maybe you can tell us a little bit about this. How is it possible to combine those totally different worlds with each other? And yeah, what is your advice maybe you can give to the people who say, okay, I want to live a more spiritual life, or maybe to connect both parts?
Yeah, all right. There's a lot to journey with there. So yeah, I first heard about Bitcoin in 2014, and this was a pretty revolutionary concept for me that was super inspiring. Then I heard about Ethereum in 2018, and even 10 times more interesting to me as far as really like developing a decentralized internet. And so as NFTs started to be built out mostly on Ethereum, but some of these other projects as well, I just started paying attention. And at first it was like, oh, it's all just kind of graphics and if it's for visual artists. And but then I started to see how there's some features that they're adding into NFTs in particular that I could utilize as a musician. And so basically the simple concept here is that if you buy this NFT, it unlocks the ability to listen to a recorded set as I'm touring around the US. I play many sets, and I can't post all of these sets online because it would totally dilute my whole presence and there would be way too much music out there, right? But at the same time, every set is unique and special, and the people there, many of them want access to the memory of that, right? So that's where this idea came in of like, well, I can create a limited number of NFTs that then provide access to each one of these sets. And so that's what I'm doing now with this tour. I'm just kind of experimenting with this process and just learning. It's still so early, and I am finding that a lot of people are still not set up, are not connected with the crypto space, and so it comes with challenges as far as how people are able to interact with this stuff. And but I also see that it's really interesting in that it's bringing about questions of what is valuable. How do we exchange value, and like what do we give value to? And I think right now it's just being amplified, this question of what's valuable to me, and I think that art and music and some of these things, they have maybe not been given as much value in the past. It's the bankers, it's the coders, it's these people who are more directly working with money making things. They're the ones that are profiting a lot. These other careers, they're the ones that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, whereas the majority of musicians are not, even though they're creating something that's having an impact on people's lives and maybe like changing people's lives. And so I really see the whole blockchain ecosystem as just being a way to support and reorient how we value things. And so this is kind of my first experiment with actually using this technology with my own craft, as far as creating these NFTs and putting the sets there. And I'm really excited because I do think it's just the beginning. I think there's going to be more and more interesting ways that we can exchange energy with each other. And I feel like blockchain is going to support that in really potent ways as it continues to develop and refine and become easier to use.
Yeah, very interesting. So one benefit for you as an artist is definitely, for example, when you combine this with an NFT, you don't really need a music label or something between, or management. Is this correct? So more of the profit can go directly to the artist?
Yeah, totally. It really feels so much more direct. Like people, if someone buys an NFT, it just goes right into my wallet. It's all automated with the smart contracts, and you don't need that middleman to be taking their cut and all of this. So yeah, that's one of the really, really cool features about this whole ecosystem, is that it's also creating a more intimate relationship between fans and the artists that they follow. And from my side, with the fans that really want to support me, there's more of that direct relationship.
Yeah, nice. And to give nice utilities back to the real fans. And yeah, I think there's a beautiful way to create a better connection. Okay, what is your favorite coin? Do you have one or some coins?
I'm pretty full on with Ethereum. I really, Vitalik Buterin, one of the founders, I see the way that he speaks, and I feel like his heart is in a really beautiful, aligned place where he's being of service. And I see also the community that's part of that whole Ethereum ecosystem and all of the projects that are being built on it. And so yeah, that's the token and the project that I'm most connected with, that I'm most heavily invested in. And yeah, I'm really excited for the next evolution when it totally merges over to proof of stake, because right now it's expensive, it's kind of clunky, and but yeah, it should be within months that it's moving over to the proof of stake and it becomes cheaper. And I think it's just going to be an explosion of development and user activity once that happens.
Nice. Okay, I have another very interesting question which came just right now. Let's say maybe 10 years from now into the future. Do you think we can hear your music in the metaverse, go into a spiritual club, do some ecstatic dance, hear Mo's music? What do you think is in 10 years?
Well, my perception of the metaverse is that we're already in it. You know, like this call right now, this is the metaverse. We're having a conversation through our screens in this digital world, right? And so the term metaverse, I feel like it's really just kind of the evolution of how we've been going deeper and deeper into the technological world. Facebook, Instagram, all of these social media platforms, they're metaverses already. You know, we're logging in, we're having experiences online, we're connecting with other people. And so, yeah, in a way, I feel like we're all already in the metaverse, and really this new kind of buzzword that we're using more often now. I think it's more, yeah, it looks as though it's going to become more and more immersive, right? Like you're really inside this digital world. You know, Bruna was just playing around with the VR headset this morning, actually. So it's interesting you bring this up.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe all of us are going to have these virtual reality headsets, and rather than being on our computers, where it'll feel like we're sitting in a room with each other, and that, yeah, there will be more kind of like virtual reality concerts. And I actually have already played in the metaverse for the virtual Burning Man. I had a set
nice.
for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So in 10 years, I mean, who knows what it's going to look like. I think, you know, to kind of bring it back around to this relationship of the spiritual and the physical, which I see as one of the main sort of pillars that you guys are exploring and building upon, is I do think that it's really important that as we refine and develop what the metaverse is and how we want to engage with it, that we don't try to replace our physical reality with this digital reality, but instead that we approach it as a complement to our physical reality. You know, that we can create interesting, hopefully transformational, awakening experiences within the metaverse that maybe would not be accessible to people without that technology. But that after we have those experiences in the metaverse, that we come back into our physical bodies, into our physical spaces, and we move matter. You know, we create and we manifest things also within this realm, and that it doesn't just stay in this like more etheric digital space.
Wow. Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
I think we have one last question.
Yeah, of course. So like you told us with the metaverse, so we are looking really forward to see you live in the physical world and to hug each other and to feel the energy. It's the nice possibilities we have today, like we can do it online. So because then we had to fly many hours to see us, and you need more time. So it's nice to have it, but it's so important that we don't lose ourselves in any other worlds that maybe exists on another dimension, maybe, okay, but to be connected with yourself. And a lot of people are searching for what? I don't know, but they are searching for something. And I think it's important for everybody to find your true self, your higher self, your mission, your heart, that you can go your way because you are here. And maybe Bruna and Mose, you can tell us a little bit of what is your meaning of life? What is the mission? Maybe the mission or your mission, or what can you have as an advice for the people, what they are searching or what can help them?
She's going to give me the answer.
Right? Yeah. Definitely.
So maybe it's not always easy, and maybe this is not only one right answer, but maybe to inspire the people, because I have the feeling a lot of people are losing their self and they forget so many things that they can remember again who they really are. So sometimes it's powerful or helpful to give an inspiration to the people, to remind them.
Yeah, thank you for asking. It is a powerful question for sure. When it comes to like our dharma, our mission, what are we here for? And yeah, I see and I hear a lot of people that, you know, they still searching, and sometimes they don't even know what they're searching for. And I can say for myself through the years of my life how long it took me to get where I am at. But everything was perfect because brought me here. So there's so many little pieces here that I don't want to forget because I want to put all together. But and I had no idea what was my dharma. You know, I knew I always wanted to be in service, but it took me years and years to find out what I'm here for, like what is my mission, right? And I feel like for a long time, there is this longing, which I was always in prayer for, like, what is my dharma? What I'm here for? And always praying for God, like really show me the way. Because for years I was doing things to survive, not things that I love. Because to do the things that I really loved wasn't giving me the money I need to survive. So I had to choose that path for a while and trust that whatever I was doing in that moment maybe would take me to where I am right now. But I had no idea. But I can say that I really trust in my process, which wasn't easy from where I came from and everything, right? Not speaking English and all of that. I really had to trust to get where I am at. And I feel pretty blessed, also like really blessed to have found my path, which I feel like it found me. I didn't find it. You know, there's this, I was talking yesterday actually about this. It's like, sometimes I don't think like cacao, I found cacao. I think she found me. She chose me. And it's like when I'm doing women's retreat or when I'm coaching women, and I feel like there's, of course, the part of me that I work hard to find this, whatever I'm doing now. But there is also this feeling of God had it all prepared for me. And now I'm just here being in service, listening, and really tuning in with his, you know, with his, how do you call, his, how can you say in English? His, it's like he's giving me the answer. Right, taking me into this path, and I'm doing and I'm listening. Things change, you know, like sometimes I'm doing one thing, maybe a year later I'm doing another, but I feel like I'm really listening and trusting in the process and being present and finding this balance. So for a lot of people, when they say, I don't know what to do, I'm searching, and I think there's so many ways to approach, but it's just really trusting your process. You know, if you have to work in a restaurant for 5 years until you really find a way and the path to become a DJ, a full-time DJ, might be that the path, you know, maybe you have to do half. So there's so many ways, but I feel like really trusting the process and really listening and being aware with what is happening around you, because it might be in front of you. And if you're not really tuning in, you're not going to see, you're not going to hear. So yeah, that's what I feel.
Wow, beautiful.
Amazing.
Thank you very much, Bruna.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
Especially trust, listening, and being present. Powerful. So powerful. I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And praying and asking. It's also
Mm.
important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Bruna.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I resonated a lot with what she just shared, and definitely have had my own experiences with these virtues and these, yeah, the listening is super important for me as well, and being of service. And yeah, I think also just following your highest excitement whenever possible, you know, and obviously there's always going to be limitations for how deeply we can follow that. But those limitations are there for a reason. You know, I really believe that life is a school, and it's the perfect school for each one of us, in that we're always receiving exactly the experiences that we need in order to maximize our growth and accelerate our awakening process. And sometimes that requires painful experiences or unpleasant, you know, experiences where there's friction and it feels like things are not flowing. And but really all of that friction, all of these challenges are there to guide us onto a path that is more aligned. And so, yeah, I think patience is super important, trust and faith, and really, yeah, just doing whatever you can to follow the heart, to follow whatever it is that you're really attracted to doing that as much as possible, cutting out the other stuff that you don't need to be doing. You know, and if you, as she said, if you have to hold down a job that you don't like in order to support the other things that you do really like, then that's also part of the process. And it doesn't mean it'll always be like that, but just taking it one step at a time. And yeah, I mean, in my own process with music, for instance, I've been producing for 11 years, and it took me like 7 years of producing before I could actually start doing it full time. So yeah, I mean, at any point in that 7 years, I could have been like, yeah, doesn't look like it's going to work out. I'm going to stop doing this. But I wasn't doing it for that. I was doing it because I love to do it, you know, and I just kept doing it because if I have time, I want to do this. So I'm going to do that. And then eventually it built and built and built to the point to where, yeah, now I'm, you know, I'm totally supported by the music, and people like you are bringing me to paradises like Ibiza to share my craft, and I'm fully supported. And really it required those challenges. It required those years of working and doing other things to support myself in the meantime. But just being so clear in myself, like, well, music is really what calls me. I'm going to just keep doing this. And I never could have imagined that it would grow the way it has, and that I would be in such a supported position as I am now.
Wow. Amazing words. So
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm looking so forward for your energy and for these days. I think it's very important because also as a how is it called?
Participant.
Yes, okay. It's difficult for me. For them, for us, for you, it's for everybody important hours or days to have new experience, different experience, to bring it again to yourself, to feel yourself. And it doesn't matter on which way you choose. You will find the right way, but you have to listen and to decide, sometimes to decide to do anything or to leave it or to let it go. So yeah, I'm really happy to have you
Yes.
at our side.
Yeah, I think we know why you are a part of this retreat. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your energy, your time, and we are looking really, really forward having a beautiful cacao ceremony and ecstatic dance and most music, everything combined on Ibiza. So yeah, is there anything else you want maybe to share right now? or yeah, we can come to an end with this interview.
I think I'm good, but thank you so much. Yeah, I just really want to express my gratitude again for, you both having us. I think it's going to be a really, really powerful experience. I'm really looking forward to be in Ibiza with you all and with all the participants. I'm excited to meet everyone and to share, to receive also. Yeah, really excited.
Yeah, it looks like an incredible space. And yeah, Ibiza itself is, as I said, such a beautiful, powerful spot. So yeah, just looking forward to be a part of the web that you're creating and weaving there, and yeah, also just grateful to be a part of it and be contributing to the experience.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, since the very first time when I visited Ibiza, I fell in love, and every single year I had to come back. So yeah, it's powerful island, and yeah, beautiful energy. You can, I think, can find everything what is available on earth. You can find it there, like everything, art, music, movements, yeah, like completely everything. And this is so interesting. And yeah, then you have to make a decision. Yeah, you want to go for the party life and for drugs or whatever, or you want to focus on your spiritual path or whatever. Everything is possible, I think. And this is what makes it so interesting. And yeah, for the people who watched this interview and don't know what is going on in this retreat, so we will have vegan, gluten-free and sugar-free food. Amazing chef will be there and made amazing food for some other stars. So yeah, we are looking really forward. We will do some samadhi movements. It's a workout concept which I created, so it's a combination of the Mayan calendar and the daily energies and the cosmic cycles, yeah, synchronized with movements, just movements with your own body, like from yoga, animal movements, and yeah, like body exercise. You need nothing, only your own body. And we will do Bufo ceremony, which is yeah, very powerful. We will have a nice hike to one of our favorite spots, very close to Kalakomte, Sunset Ashram. Maybe some people know this place. And yeah, some special presents, so we don't talk about everything. So we love to make something, yeah, like a surprise, so you can look really forward. And thank you so much for your time. See you soon, Bruna and Mose. Have a beautiful time and a good flight to Ibiza.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.